Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. We're back today in Fallout 4 with another mod playthrough / review, whatever this is. Dogmeat, you excited? I hope so. So last time we did Rad Shield Inorganic Solutions by Cat the Human.
You need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rex.
No, I don't. I'm good. I've half my inventory is chems, lady. All right. And this time, we are playing the first in what will probably be an ongoing series covering Tales from the Commonwealth. Now, Tales from the Commonwealth is one of the best collections of quests ever for Fallout 4 or any game by Chris Takahashi, who currently works at Bethesda. Look, if you played a quest in Starfield that was like half decent, odds are Chris wrote it. His fingerprints are all over a few I've played his mods for so long and so many times that like I feel like I can actually pick out his writing from a lineup.
Drug addict. You have to hand it to him. He works very hard to maintain his title, despite dozens of potential usurpers trying to
Who's this?
defeat him.
Hey there.
How wonderful. Someone new. Is it true you're from one of those vaults? I met a few of your kind once before back in D.C. Charming people. Badly dressed, but charming all the same.
Sure you did. Yes, as she just alluded to, Audrey is a returning character from Interesting NPCs Fallout 3 edition, a quest that I'm sure I'll be covering at some point in my Fallout 3 playthrough, which I just started on the channel. Episode 2 should be up pretty soon. I'm kind of like in the middle of working on that. But hopefully that'll be up soon. If you want to see a Fallout 3 playthrough before the big remaster comes out, go check it out. I'd really appreciate that.
Tell me about yourself. What's your story?
Oh, you don't want to ask that question, darling. When a woman's lived for over 200 years, they've been a great many people. I've been an heiress, a salvager, a mercenary, and a fool. I feel it's far better to be the latter of the four. It makes it easier to relate to the common man.
How'd you end up here?
I'm here on business. A man thinks I'm better off dead. I beg to differ. Right now, he's waiting for me in some dusty hideout with a full staff of gunners. I hope to match him gun for goon.
Anything I can do to help?
Yes, there is. Perhaps you'd be interested in being my personal goon. Or gun, if you prefer. And in exchange, I will be yours. It doesn't matter who plays what role first. Just say the word and I'm right behind you.
Let's go.
The companions in this mod do take the vanilla slot. They were made almost 10 years ago. Part of the reason I'm playing through this again, I'll expand on that in a minute. Just go to Sanctuary. I plop everybody in Sanctuary.
Dead, darling.
Oh, darn it. She's supposed to have a line when you swap companions. Yeah, as I mentioned before, this mod came out almost 10 years ago, and I played it almost 10 years ago as a kid on this very character. This is my original Fallout 4 save. This rig is fairly new, and when I installed Steam and all that, it barfed out a bunch of ancient save games, long forgotten, and it's part of the reason I finally decided to get off my ass and, try making some YouTube videos. I have a whole bunch of saves at different points in the game. It's something I've wanted to do for a very long time, and, well, now it's finally the opportunity. No time like the present. Dogmeat what? Okay. Oh, he found me drugs. Good boy. I do love chems in these games. They're my favorite. Alright, so I'm gonna... Okay, she wants us to go... Okay, yeah, that's right. That's not far. I'll see you there. Alright, here, what is this place called? Literally just subway station. Okay. Okay. Well, we missed the party, guys. Fortunately, I was hoping for an action scene early in the video. That seems to...
We should be careful. Family reunions in my house tend to start with bullets and end with blood.
Yeah,
of course, in between there's arguments, dancing, and champagne. To be honest, I'm not sure which is more dangerous.
Hey.
Our DJ sounds much happier these days. Let's hope no one reminds him where we are.
Oh yeah, and she comments on all the quests you've done in the game, retroactively as well, so if you install this like mid-game, she'll be all, talking about some shit you did before you ever met her. It's kind of funny, but... They also, all the companions, there are 2 more, and they all comment on the DLCs as well. But you can't take them along, like for example in Far Harbor, you can't take her along with Nick Valentine, which is kind of annoying, but kind of makes for a good, you know, if you've played through Far Harbor before, which I've kind of thought about playing Far Harbor. I haven't finished it. Like when Steam barfed up my old saves, they were from a point before I'd played any of the DLC, before I think even Far Harbor had come out. Okay, I didn't mean to find that, but I did. Audrey, is this...
Hey, as part of the deal, Barnaby and I will both carry holotapes with our half of the combination. Technically, for him, it's his last will and testament, since he's leaving everything to me.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, my dear.
I found a thing.
Any words of wisdom?
If nothing else, I'll enjoy hearing WRVR back on the radio. It's certainly better than the current offerings.
Oh yeah, that's Shakespeare in the tower. It's Shakespeare and the super mutant tower guy.
Well, let's see.
Okay.
It appears this isn't Barnaby at all. In fact, it's my older brother Arthur. Hard to be sure, given he's a ghoul.
What a wonderful kind of day that you learn to work and play.
We should
And
search
get
the body
along
for
with
holotape.
each other.
The letter said the combination would be on that.
And crucial, what was the other line? Crucially, get along with each other. You all should have watched Arthur when you were kids. Maybe none of this would be happening. Also, thank you, Chris, from 10 years ago for making... I always appreciate when holotapes and notes are an early letter of the alphabet, because like most players, I have way too many, and I'm just too lazy to clean it, so thank you for accommodating me, mod author.
Well, if you're listening to this, Audrey, then I'm dead. If you're wondering how I got Barnaby's number, well, let's just call it magic. After all, I know how much you hate comic books, and mysteries even more so. Knowing how annoyed you must be is a small consolation. As for the inheritance, I am nothing if not a man of my word. My number is 14, and Barnaby's is 82. As far as I know, you already have Antoinette's and Margaret's. I won't ask how you got them. I know Antoinette was always going to be the first to die, and Margaret perished the day she tried to put her brain into that machine. For all her intelligence, it boggles the mind how stupid she could be. Either way, congratulations. You've won. Perhaps it would have been easier if we just shared the wealth like father intended, instead of trying to outlive each other through various means. In the end, we outlive society itself. I take comfort knowing you'll be stuck forever in this awful, decrepit place.
Oh. Nice
So,
family
that's
reunion.
why he insisted on holotapes. Even in death, Arthur found a way to get the last word. I loved that about him, as much as I despised everything else. But I am sad that he's gone. He was family, after all. Which means the infection I suffered in D.C. has yet to subside.
After what happened to my family, I can understand.
Thank you. Although by no means do I want to compare scars.
Does she know about
your
that?
mind
I didn't
probably
tell her
mentioned
earlier.
yours.
Whoops.
At the very least, I'm sure your family spent their days not trying to kill each other.
Well, you'd be
As
surprised.
opposed to 200 years doing the opposite.
Maybe you should find a doctor.
I'm afraid modern medicine can't cure the disease of caring.
Well, Heather's got alternative medicine.
Either
If
that
you
or the stim packs I've been using are defective. But I'm long past the days when I saw it as a sin. In any case, we need to find out who killed him and why.
Well, Heather's got all kinds of... Why is my face... Well, Heather's got all kinds of quack medicine for you if you want to try some of that.
Why the glum face? I
Talk
thought
about
random
glum,
murder
zoomed-in
was routine
face.
around here.
Huh. I'm just as surprised as you are. I'm beginning to wonder who I am and what I've done with the real Audrey. In fact, the last time I saw one of my siblings, I almost waved hello. Fortunately, my insanity lasted only until the first bullet grazed my neck.
What do we do now?
One thing we won't do is give up. If Arthur's dead, that means someone killed him, and that person had to have a motive. Granted, that list might be infinite, so it's best we start at the top.
What do you think happened to him?
If I had to venture a guess, I'd say this is Margaret's work. You can tell by the lasers and dead robots. And if Margaret's really alive, perhaps you'll want to work together. My sister would know this, of course. See if you can't find another clue somewhere.
I already
Hopefully
did.
An address and directions.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a little ahead. I try not to do that. I try not to do that because you can break quest mods like that, especially older ones.
The old world of value.
By the way, where did he find these
Rags
people?
Riches takes on an entirely new meaning.
Yeah, this mod and even the one for Fallout 3 in New Vegas, just fantastic voice acting. I meant to look up the name of this actress. I wanted to shout her out by name, but I will in the comments and in the description. Excellent work. And one of the other actresses for the companion, for one of the other companions, R4, which we'll get to eventually. She just voiced a paid creation called the Mr. Handy, the Miss Scammer robot lady. It's pretty cool. I'll definitely be covering that mod as well. Sorry, I'm yapping too much. I like to keep things moving and at pace.
A pre-war cafe for dilettantes and socialites, and a post-war nightclub for hustlers and scabs. Old enough to feel safe, but new enough to be dangerous. That's my sister for you. One step ahead with 2 left feet. Well, we shouldn't keep her waiting. Let's go.
Sounds good. Where am I? Bring Audrey to the Tremont Street Speakeasy. That's a ways. I'll see you when I see you. All right, here we are, and Natalie Proudlock. That is the name of Audrey's voice actress. I actually turned the recording off, quit the game, looked it up. So I looked up some of the. I'm gonna put all the names in the comments section or description. I kind of like to do that on this channel. I like to give proper credit to the people, especially really good ones like these.
You are. This bar was a nice choice. Maudlin.
I probably shouldn't have brought Heather and Daniel here.
You'd be amazed how little this neighborhood has changed. The bombs may have dropped, but the dirt is still here.
And you were never one to avoid getting your hands dirty. In fact, you're looking much better than Arthur these days.
Looking's not as good as having, honey.
It never is. I suppose the question is whether you want it all for yourself, or if you want to do this together.
I do, actually.
Then it's time you dropped this ruse. After all, you're far too nice to pass for my sister. You, on the other hand, with that disgruntled look, as if the world were too small and you had to slouch to fit inside it. That I recognize.
You're as perceptive as ever, Audrey, and still a huge bitch.
Takes one to know one. Is this a new body? Well, new in the relative sense. I wasn't aware synths came in vintage models.
Why do you think I chose it? It helps sell the illusion. Not that I needed it. Arthur would never deign to make eye contact with the help.
So, you've been working for him?
Naturally. I let him collect the combination, then waited for my opportunity to take it. After all, our brother would never agree to working together. He'd call it surrendering to Father's idealistic garbage.
He also wouldn't trust either of us not to kill him.
That too. In fact, I believe his favorite saying was, "That isn't water under the bridge."
Yes, I imagine it was something much thicker. And he was right, as it turns out. So, why not do the same to me?
Because I've always liked you, Audrey. I couldn't stand to be around you, but that's not the same thing. And best of all, I know working together would piss our brother off to no end.
All right. But if we're going to work together, my friend here is coming along. She's quite capable.
Still don't trust me, do you? All right, fine. Your friend can come. The two of you can meet me at the old summer estate. It's time to find out once and for all what legacy Father left us.
It's a long-ass journey, that's what it is. I remember this. We gotta go all the way. Oof. Well, I could take a vertibird, but I don't know. I think personal space, buddy. Okay. I think I'm gonna go on foot because I'd like to have some action. I think that helps with. I think it helps with viewer retention, dog meat.
What have you been up to, sister?
Yes, but not intentionally. Nowadays, they just force my hand. And you?
Oh, the same old. Forever building the better mousetrap, as you like to call it.
And have you caught many mice?
Who
with this?
dares shoot my dog? And interrupt my mod conversation? Where is he? Are they dead yet? No, they are. Nevertheless, onward to the Summer Estate.
How did Barnaby die, anyway? Arthur assumed you killed him.
He was dead before I even got the chance. Antoinette, on the other hand, is another story. The truth is, she gave me no choice.
I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. The girl killed herself. We all know she belonged in Parsons. Father just didn't have the heart to commit her.
I think that's a reference to the quest in Fallout 3. I've never actually finished it. The last time I played through it kind of bugged out. Well, I guess we'll find out in the Fallout 3 playthrough, right? It's a gunner.
My woman's intuition. Something's out there.
Yeah, my Pit-Boy says the same. He moves pretty quick in a suit of power armor. God damn. Not quick enough to outrun Vats.
We're up, pup.
What the heck is this place? When did that? It gave me a... Oh, right. So I think this was part of the first wave of Creation Club content, I think. I think this is the quest that takes you to the Capital Wasteland. That's cool. Audrey, we're going to go back to the Capital Wasteland next episode, I think. All right, dog meat. Don't hump the corpse. What is that? Sprinter's mercenary. Oh, cool. I love that outfit from Aquapura. Okay. Barrow's note. Well, this sucks. We came here from DC to get help. Talon Company mercs attacked GNR station, and with the Brotherhood forces scattered, our asses were exposed. Our only hope was the radio. We sent out an SOS to everyone and anyone, asking them to help us fight the good fight. The Commonwealth responded, but it turns out these gunners aren't down for the cause. I would have been a dead woman if I didn't come in for a slow landing. Might still be a dead woman given they're still on my 6. In fact, if you're reading this, that means my corpse is too cold for stimpaks, so this letter will have to do. If the good fight means anything to you, then take this bird and fly to the Capital Wasteland, save GNR from the Talon Company mercs, and shut down the radio before they get on air. And if you see the good man, tell him I'm sorry. Audrey, we're going back to the Capital Wasteland next time. That's a little teaser for next episode, I guess. That's kind of easy. There's a good chance this was actually written by... I'll have to double check that. I know Chris Takahashi wrote a lot of the Creation Club quests. Yeah, so we're going to check that out next time. That'll be fun. Alright, we're getting close, but there's a frickin' army of super mutants waiting for us. Okay, maybe army is an exaggeration, but it's a legendary warlord. That counts for like 5 at least.
The game isn't over yet, beauty.
Okay, now that that's dealt with. Not post office. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there yet. That'll be an episode after next, I think, assuming that thing takes us back over here. Oh, thank God. Oh, more sniper rounds. All right, and I think we're almost there. What the? Is that a dog? Oh, it's one of the dogs from that mod that I can't remember the name of. Quill. I had a husky mix growing up. He was a border collie German shepherd husky mix. Thor. Oh, he was the best dog a boy could have. Yes, we will adopt you. No sanctuary? Come on. Okay, just go to Red Rocket for now. You can dog rescue. Damn right. That it? Oh, okay. Damn, looks looking a bit like my uncle's house. It's hillbilly chic, Audrey. It's still very classy, just in that kind of, down home sort of way. All right, so I'm gonna leave.
Hey, what's up?
All the rest of these goobers out here, because I don't need them screwing up any quest markers or anything. Dog meat.
Hey.
Sit.
Wait there.
Stay. Yes, don't get frisky with Daniel's leg again, okay? All right, let's go.
Here we are, the old summer home. It's just as tacky as I remember it.
Who cares? The terminal for the code's on the wall there. My number's 47.
All right, I'll enter the full code now. What is it you think we'll find, anyway?
I don't think it's tacky, per
Gold,
se.
Jewels, baseball cards. Could be anything. The old man was secretive.
We must have had different fathers. The one I remember would go out of his way to tell you about his exploits.
Only when he was drunk.
That should do it. Shall we?
Yeah, it looks unfinished more than anything. Shit.
Entering the safe room. Been very pleased you managed to make it this far. Of course, there's no guarantee the five of you work together, and as such, further proof is needed.
You can't be serious.
As you'll note, there are 5 rooms in this house, each with a self-contained test designed specifically for the 5 of you. Pass them all, and you will unlock the main safe.
Except there's only 2 of us here.
Don't bother. It's a recording. It's a miracle this piece of scrap even functions after all this time.
Now go forth, sirs and madams, and reap the rewards that can only come from working together.
So, the entire house is a safe. I assume cracking our puzzles will be easy. The rest will take some ingenuity. We'll have to act like our siblings. Or even worse, think like them.
I'll leave that to you and your friend. You were always mocking everyone's mannerisms. Perhaps that might pay off here.
Well, I assume the kitchen will be Barnaby's. He was a fine chef. God only knows why he chose to have his servants cook for him instead. Arthur's test will likely be the stage room. He always enjoyed a good play. Antoinette's, I assume, will be in her bedroom. Something violent, I presume.
Mine likely involves some sort of robotics or science experiment, so I'll head over to the lab. We can meet up when we're done.
What is it, my dear?
That's where she goes. Okay. Is there anything worth... Rum? Ooh, that's a rare type of alcohol. Always jump on the... Yeah, good old glitching. There we go. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go solve all these puzzles. I remember, oh joy, I get to solve a puzzle in front of people. Got the good wine here.
Is something the matter?
Yeah, something's the matter. I have to solve a puzzle. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm ransacking your alcohol. I've got a bit of a problem.
Something you need, darling.
Yeah, I could use another drink. Yeah, I mean, all right, look. Nora's husband was murdered and her son was kidnapped, and then he turned out to be an old man who callously threw her into the wasteland, and...
I believe that would be squirrel stew. It's a joke, really. Barnaby called Father a squirrely man and cooked it for him without ever telling him the contents. I never really knew if Father liked the stew or not, or if he knew what Barnaby was up to. I suppose in the end he didn't care. He just wanted to spend time with his son. But enough sentiment. The recipe should be here somewhere. Some ingredients might no longer exist, as well as some measurements, so we can't be sure the wasteland recipe is the same. The original recipe might have included tomatoes and potatoes. A hybrid of that would work, but half a potato and half a tomato aren't one of either.
Oh, spend time with his son. Thanks for that. I was just telling you about my... Hey, shut up. Okay, I was just telling you all about my pain and how my son was an old man and he tried to kill me, and I joined the Synth Liberation Front and, blew him up in his life's work. He stuck me with a facsimile of himself that I go on adventures now to avoid the complicated emotions surrounding that. Okay, potato, tomato. Okay, so two potatoes probably. Diced carrot, blood leaf, squirrel, meat, 4 water. Okay, I need to
proceed to the next phase.
I know, shut up. Alright. Potatoes. 1, 3, 4. Carrots. Do I have a blood leaf?
Please proceed to the next phase.
I haven't even finished this one yet. Just give me a second. My god. Okay, stove. First add the broth. You decided to first add the broth, going by the recipe. How many bottles of water? 4 cups? I'm just gonna go with 4 and see what happens. Pot is boiling and it's time to add the vegetables. All the ingredients you need are scattered about the kitchen and in the cupboards. The recipe calls for a potato and a tomato, which no longer exist. Aha! Special checks what was sorely missing from Fallout 4. Glad to see mods adding this sort of thing back. It's time to add the meat to your squirrel stew. You find some bits lying about that for the purpose of the exercise will work. That's a kind of an awkward phrase. As well as any in your personal stock. There's also a few dead roaches lying in the corner. Throw in the dead roaches for tempted. Okay, squirrel stew. Oh, fuck you. I think it's 2 bottles, because it's 4 cups, and maybe... Yeah, I think it's 2 bottles. Perception. Squirrel. There, got it.
Congratulations, Barnaby.
That's what I kind of thought it would be.
Portion of the test. Please proceed to the next phase.
Arthur's test. The show starts when you step on the stage. All right. So, what will this test be? I'd assume it'd be the bard, or something from that time period.
Not
For
exactly.
this test, you will need to perform the play, The Silver Shroud.
Of course. It would have to be a comic book. Arthur memorized them all because he knew it would bother me to no end. Unfortunately, I'll need you to read the lines, darling. I couldn't possibly do it justice.
Alright, get good and drunk.
Hey,
What do you want, stranger? Can't you see I'm busy selling drugs to kids?
Peddling poison to kids, are we? You have taken your last life, villain.
I don't think so. I can poison as many children as I want and no one can stop me. Because in Boston, the mob owns the police.
Your crimes have gone unpunished for too long. But today you face the Silver Shroud!
Ah, the Dark Dick himself. I thought you'd be taller. And if you think someone as short as yourself can stop me, then you're as foolish as the human who designed that getup.
It is not wise to stand between the Silver Shroud and righteous justice.
Ah, but there's another thing standing between you and justice. This helpless child, Timmy. And if you want to punish me, you'll have to kill him to do it. For I've taken him hostage.
Guess I'll just adopt him and force him to be a child soldier in my war against crime, maybe.
You shield yourself.
She looks kind of cool as the
behind
Silver
the
Shroud, I gotta
innocent.
admit.
You are craven, and you shall fall before me.
We'll see about that.
I am the instrument of justice, and I cannot fall. Death has come for you, evildoer, and I am its shroud!
Congratulations, Arthur. You passed your portion of the test. Please proceed to the next phase.
it looks like that did the trick. And just in the nick of time. Any longer and I would have shot you myself.
Yeah, I've got superhero fatigue too, Audrey. It's fine. Alright, next. This beret kind of makes some weird clipping with this haircut I've got. I'll link the hair mod in the description if anybody's interested, but I remember distinctly I wore this beret through the whole game, and I always wore it on this character. I found it in the dresser.
Like this might fetch
Shut
quite the
up.
price
I'm
on
telling
the market.
lore to my audience, such as it is.
something
All right.
wrong?
I found this hat in the dresser in our house in Sanctuary, and I just sort of pretend it was Nate's, and she wore Nate's army hat the whole time. I thought that was kind of nice. There you go. There's some character lore. Anyway,
Please proceed to the next
yes,
phase.
yes, I know.
If you're ready to start the test, press the button on the wall there.
Your Geiger counter seems to have lost its mind,
Yep.
which means we have to work quickly. We'll have to think like my sister. Destroy everything in the room and see if that stops it.
Okay. Well, thankfully, from last time, I have my rad shield. This it turns out it's more. It's proven more useful than it initially seemed, I guess. Oh God, what the? Okay, it made it worse. It made it worse. Break everything fast. Thankfully, I'm pissed drunk.
Congratulations, Antoinette. You passed your portion of the...
The first aid kit is filled with unlabeled contents. Using your knowledge as a medic, you identify the contents as bags of Radaway and bottles of Rad-X. Oh, cool.
Please proceed to the next phase.
I didn't...
That's all the tests. Let's see how Margaret's doing.
See, there's even perk and there's even perk checks as well as special checks. That's awesome. Margaret Dahling, how are you faring? I say, how are you faring, darling?
Well, I hope these ladies didn't cause you too much
Oh, thank
trouble.
God she just
They're not
teleported.
ladies. They're machines.
And I'm sure disabling them was as simple as pressing 300 buttons.
At least that much. Not that you'd understand anyway. Regardless, it looks like all that's left is your room. I can't wait to see what horrors await inside.
Don't worry, Margaret. I doubt it's anything I haven't shown you already. Not that you are paying attention. Let's go.
If I remember correctly, these one little minor wrinkle lore-wise, he plays a little
Quite the price on the open market.
he plays a little fast and loose with synth lore. One of the companions is like a synth that wasn't made by the Institute. We'll get to it later, I'm
Please
sure.
proceed to the next
Because
phase.
the character was created and written before Fallout 4 came out, so he was kind of just winging it and, you know, kind of coming up with his own lore back in the day. So anyway, we'll meet that character later, and I love throwing stuff. Oh, man, look at that. All right, Audrey's not here. Maybe, hopefully, she'll teleport here.
What's this? A room with a holotape?
Good, thank God.
I just had to disable 3 assaultrons before they ripped me to shreds, and this is all that's waiting for you?
Oh my God, dude, you are just Mr. Handy, more like fucking Mr. Handsy. Jeez.
Congratulations,
Don't babble.
Audrey. You've passed your portion
For the
of the
past 40
The door to the
years,
safe
I've
is
watched
open.
my 5
I
children
suppose that's
do nothing
nothing.
but squabble and
Should we
fight.
listen to the holotape?
Yet perhaps the fault is mine for failing to teach them the value of family. However, even now, as I lay sick
Please
and
proceed to
die,
the next
I
phase.
feel it is not too late for them and for me. Over the past decade, while seeking to prolong my life, I've discovered something far more valuable than wealth and fortune. Yet despite all its promises, I will not, cannot give this gift to my children. Not as they are now. Audrey, you've always had a gift with words, so this is your test. Make peace with your siblings, and help them make peace with each other. Watch over them through good times and bad, for this is only the first step in a
Kinda feel like
long and
Audrey should be here
arduous
for this.
journey. That if you make that journey together, I believe the 5 of you can strip immortality of its curse. Apart, you will find it a fate worse than death.
Sir, the doctors are ready.
In a minute. I guess it's time.
Okay, she didn't say anything. I couldn't remember if she said anything when that tape concluded. Were you smoking this, or has this been lit for 200 years? Is this some kind of, okay, there's some magic. I mean, this place is a copy of Cabot House, so I'm assuming that there's some residual black magic, Lovecraftian black magic still at work in this place. All right, let's just wrap this quest up fast before we fall prey to the evil machinations of Relay. Yes,
So, would you like to do the honors?
yes, I would actually. Oh, look at that! I knew it. I knew it. Evil magic from the old gods at work.
You've got to be kidding
Where that
me.
glitch
All
came
this
from
work
earlier
for a
made me have to
single
reload.
vial?
Let's not jump to conclusions. Father was nothing if not a predictable man.
This vial is a special serum developed by a friend of your father's. Contained inside are the secrets of immortality itself.
Immortality? Well, this is a fine joke.
You don't say. I suspected the prize was worthless, but it's even worse than
And I
that.
thought dog meat had
It's
issues with
ironic.
personal space.
I am sorry to interrupt your joyous celebration, but I must inform you that I have now fulfilled my duties as guardian of your father's estate. Good luck to all of you.
Well, I suppose it's not a total loss.
Oh, thank God.
I'll take that vial, thank you very much.
Really, Margaret? It's a serum that grants you immortality. It might as well be a state-of-the-art television for all the good it'll do.
It may not be worth anything to us, but it's worth something to somebody, which makes it a valuable commodity all the same.
Ah, so you did more than disable those assaultrons. You reprogrammed them. There really was no need. If I wanted to kill you, Margaret, I assure you, my friend over here could.
I'm gonna save real
You're
quick.
all talk, you know that? It's funny. Arthur said you were street smart, that you were the one person who couldn't be swayed by sentiment. And in the end, you just gave me your half of the combination.
You'll find I've given you much, much more. That is, if you ever bother to look.
Humph.
Goodbye, sister. Don't spend it all in 1 century. Something to read about.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't let you leave with that. I have an arrangement with Mr. Cabot, and he... Oh, for fuck's sake. Killing innocent people. Oh, this is from the bounty quest. It's... This is a cool feature in concept, but in practice, it doesn't always. It's the way the game calculates murder is kind of buggy, and you end up getting... You end up getting tagged for murders when it just really doesn't make sense. It's kind of stupid. Become a Bounty Hunter is a cool creation, and I do like it. I probably won't actually play through it on the channel, but... well, okay, look. I have...
That was gruesome. Did I give the go-ahead to kill her?
No.
I don't remember winking. It might just have been something in my eye.
I'm sorry. It had to be done. Look, I struck a Faustian bargain with an eldritch being. I needed, I was trying to get every advantage possible to, find my son back in the day, and he says I'm the only one allowed to. I can't let that mysterious serum go out there. I can't let mysterious serum, proliferate across the wasteland.
It had to be done. It was them or us.
Yeah.
Margaret would agree. She was always thinking in binary. She couldn't see that it could have been both. As for the prize, it appears that Margaret missed the boat entirely. The real value was in my father's words. Immortality doesn't have to be dreadful, provided you spend it in good company. But perhaps that's me growing soft again. Luckily, you're here to teach me to shoot first and apologize later. In fact, I think traveling with you will be quite the education. Hopefully you feel the same.
Having taught Audrey no amount of talking is a substitute for a fast gun, you have gained the fox hunting perk. Oh, crap. Well, we kind of got the somewhat bad ending for Audrey. Let's see what the alternative is.
If I wanted to kill you, Margaret, I assure you, my friend over here could.
You're all talk, you know that? It's funny. Arthur said you were street smart, that you were the one person who couldn't be swayed by sentiment. And in the end, you just gave me your half of the combination.
You'll find I've given you much, much more. That is, if you ever bother to look.
Humph.
Goodbye, sister. Don't spend it all in 1 century. Is something the matter?
Alright, so she leaves, and those things leave with her. Good. I was kind of worried they'd try to kill me anyway.
Hey, drink this. You look a little parched.
Oh, thank you. I love having you around. We have a new drinking buddy, everybody.
Hey.
Well, that ends that. I appreciate the restraint you showed. Margaret may not have had a high opinion of me, but in time she may realize what she really gained from all this.
You did the right thing. She isn't worth dying for or killing for.
Yes, I knew that already. The question was whether the inheritance was of any value to her. Regardless, I'd say poor Margaret left the real prize behind. It's a lesson I learned in D.C. Immortality doesn't have to be dreadful, provided you spend it in good company. In fact, given your knack for pacifism, I think traveling with you will be quite the education.
Not exactly.
Hopefully, you feel the same.
Glad to have you with me.
And I'm glad you agree. While this began as a bargain, I'd like to think this is more than a little quid pro quo. I suppose time will tell.
Having helped Audrey understand the value of friendship, camaraderie, and class, you have gained the Social Climber perk. Let's see what that is. Thanks to your relationship with Audrey, you receive 1.5 times the value for selling goods and are 1.5 times more likely to pass a charisma check. Oh, that's actually really useful. Oh, man. Decisions. And for reference, because I failed to check the first time, fox hunting. Thanks to your relationship with Audrey, you receive 10% more action points in VATS and 10% more damage with automatic weapons. Yeah, oh boy, that's good. I'm keeping that. Sorry. Evil ending. Yeah, well, you know, this character is, you know, kind of morally gray. I tend to be on the good side, sort of, but, you know, I make exceptions for, you know, eldritch horrors and useful perks. All right, well, and with that, and with this lovely weather to send us off, I'm gonna call it an episode. All right, so closing thoughts. Yeah, great quest. Like I said, this mod to this day is still the gold standard for Fallout 4 quest mods. Fantastic voice acting across the board. I loved the addition of, and where is she? She's probably stuck back there. I love the addition of perk and skill checks. The storyline was really cool. I feel like thematically would have been better if I had spared Margaret, but again, role-playing. As you know, you get some role-playing with, oh my god. What the? Alright, well, we close on an action scene, everybody. Crap, the Brotherhood, yeah, like I said before, I joined the Synth 75, and yeah, the Brotherhood doesn't like me too much as a result. Oh my god. Audrey, help. Ooh, that was kind of nice. All right, well, yeah, so next time we're going to be checking out that vertibird over there. We're going to be going to the Capital Wasteland. Yeah, as if we haven't been spending enough time there. Funny, we get that quest right as I start my Fallout 3 playthrough, which, if you're interested, there'll be a link at the end of the video. So, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. There will be lots more Fallout 4 mod reviews on the channel, both old and new, paid and free. So, alright, hope to catch you next time. Peace.